Good morning. I'm Dr. Wafia Masih from CSIR National Chemical Laboratory. I'm here to present my post on the topic of CSIR-NCL's initiative towards scientific social responsibility, a closer look at the National Conference on Citizen Science for Biodiversity. I'm actively organizing the CSIR Jigyasa Student Scientist Connect program at my laboratory, and my laboratory colleagues are actively contributing towards the society technologies. They have also worked very hard and in a short time came up with COVID technologies during the current pandemic lockdown period. I have presented few of their contributions in my posters. To begin with, the CSIR Jigyasa program is initiated by the CSIR with the Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan to promote scientific temper through Student Scientist Connect program. The scope of the program is to extend the classroom learning by focusing on well-planned research laboratory-based learning. The program was inspired by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of a new India and scientific social responsibility of scientific community and institutions. As part of the program, science outreach for students are conducted in the laboratory. These are some of the pictures and the happenings that have happened in the NCL laboratory. In the poster, you can see different training program events that were conducted under the CSIR Jigyasa project. These were focused on nanomaterials, International Year of Periodic Table of Chemical Elements, visits to scientific institutions and science parks, training to students on how observing science in nature is applied to science-based laboratory research, and how this knowledge can be applied to bring out the research-based technologies useful to the society. The programs were held in NCL and they were attended by by students from belonging to different boards like CBSE, State Board, and other private boards. The CSIR Jigyasa program was initiated in 2018 at NCL, and in the same year, 1,785 students and 90 teachers were benefited from the program. In the year 2019-20, a total of 2,286 students and 205 teachers were trained and benefited. In the next slide, in the next poster, you can see that how due to the COVID outbreak, a closure of many educational institutes and other industries were under a lockdown. And the most hit were the educational institutes where students suffered a complete breakdown in the education system. CSIR Jigyasa program was also halted because students were physically coming and attending the programs at the national laboratories. So to overcome the physical engagement of students in the time of crisis and to make the students from remote areas also get an exposure to the scientific temperament, a decision was announced to extend the Jigyasa program to the CSIR Jigyasa Virtual Lab program. This virtual lab program was conceptualized in the project mode and is under consideration by CSIR for funding. It could be said that the Jigyasa Connect program extended to the new CSIR Jigyasa Virtual Lab program during the pandemic period. Being a not-for-profit organization, the CSIR has easily taken the challenge to build a virtual science classroom laboratory for its masses, which is the need of the hour. You can see in the poster the upcoming features of the virtual lab. This is proposed to retain school science with CSIR's expertise on various interdisciplinary scientific areas. This will generate a scientific temperament by increasing the cognitive level and curiosity in the students. The students will also be attracted towards the platform through games, videos, and demonstrations. The complete platform will be protected by the intellectual property rights. At the bottom of the slide, you can see the COVID activities that were taking place and a few of the technologies that were developed by the NCL scientists. The first one being the automatic mask manufacturing facility. It was set up by Dr. Saeed Dastagir and his team to provide bacterial resistance to the mask. And this has been used by the people in Pune and nearby. The second technology which is listed here is a catalyst which is developed for ozone decomposition, and it is used for decontamination of PPE kits and N95 masks for reuse, which were originally used by the COVID warriors in the hospitals. This technology is developed by Dr. Shubhangi Umbarkar. The third technology listed here is the nasopharyngeal swabs, for which the know-how was made available and the technology is transferred to MS Chembond Polymers Limited by Dr. Anuya Nisal and team. The production capacity is 1 lakh swabs per day and it is ICMR certified. The next slide shows The next poster also shows some of the technologies that were done by the scientists of NCL. For example, the Nari Suvarna for the new sheep breed by Dr. Narendra Kadu, the Jal Abhishek for eco-friendly immersions of green technology by Dr. Shubhangi Umbarkar, the Shudjal and Oxygen Enrich Unit by Dr. Ulhas Karul. These technologies are extensively used by some of the COVID patients recently. As you can see, the posters and the presentation clearly shows that NCL scientists are connected by its science to the society, and it has also reached out to the student community as well. In NCL, we work together for the welfare of science and technology and also for creating scientific temperament in the minds of students who are our future citizens and the little scientists as we call them. To end the presentation, I would like to acknowledge and thank my research scientists, my seniors, Director NCL, and most important, the sponsor to the Jigyasa project and the virtual lab project, that is the CSIR, and they have provided the funds for the Jigyasa project. Thank you to the committee and the staff of Citizen Science India for giving me this opportunity to present my poster. Thank you very much.